Now let's see the same question with different numbers, 9 days and 6 days. So given that A can do the work in 9 days and B can do the work in 6 days, and assuming that they are working this way, A is doing the work on first day and then B first day, second day, and again A on the third day, B on the fourth day. If this is the way they are working, then how many days does it take for them to complete the work? Again we are using the same concept. Assume that the total work is some number which is a multiple of these two. I'll assume that it is 18 units. Okay. Now given that the work is 18 units, what will be the rate? 18 by 9, which is nothing but 2 units per day is the rate of A, and 18 by 6, 3 units per day is the rate of B. So what does it mean? In one day A can do 2 units of work and in one day B can do 3 units of work, right? So A can do 2 units in one day and B can do 3 units in one day. Therefore in one turn is, according to our terminology, one day of A and one day of B. In one turn they will be able to finish 5 units of work, right? Again if you see this, 18 is not a multiple of 5, which means 5 does not divide 18 evenly, right? There will be some balance, remainder. So express it as if it is a multiple of some number plus the remainder. Therefore total work 18 can be expressed as 3 into 5 plus 3. So what does it mean? If I finish 3 turns of 5 units of work in each turn, I'll be able to finish 15 units of work in 3 turns. So what is 3 turns? 3 turns is nothing but 6 days, right? So in 6 days I'll be able to finish 15 units of work, and then 3 more units will be remaining. Now who has to do that? See this. In 3 turns means 1 more AB, 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turns. Therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. In 6 days we are able to finish a total of 15 units of work, and one more, next how much work is remaining? 3 units of work is remaining. So whose turn is next? It is A's turn. And how much work can A do? In this case A can do only 2 units of work. Therefore if we do 2 units of work here, again 1 more unit of work will be remaining. Therefore B has to finish that 1 more unit of work. Got it? So this is a different case. So how many total days are required? Totally here 6 days plus 7, but then we don't need the full day of B to finish 1 unit of work, because if you look at the capacity of B can finish 3 units in 1 day, but we need to do only 1 unit of work. Therefore we need only 1/3 day from B. Got it? So totally 6 days plus 1, 7 days plus 1/3 of B. So what is the answer? 7 1/3 days are required to finish the work, right? Now instead of this way, if the question would have been asked as B will start the work on the first day and A will do it on the second day, and if this goes on like that. So what I mean to say is, if the question would have been asked as B then A then B then A, if this is the case, right, then even in this case also the same number of turns are going to be required, which means 3 turns are going to be required. In these 3 turns we will be able to finish 15 units of work, but then the next one to do the work, that 3 units of remaining work, this 3 units of remaining work will be B. In this case the next one to do the work is A. Therefore based on his capacity we wanted, there we needed 1 more day, but here B's capacity is 3 units per day. Therefore B will be able to finish that entire work in 1 day. So what is the total amount of days required in this case? In this case the answer is 7 days. Got it? So for the question which is asked, A after B, A then B then A then B, for that one 7 1/3 days, but for this one it is 7 days. Okay.